Let me guess, you just graduated art school or are currently in art school or are thinking about art school and you are getting this question over and over. The question is, what happens next? Hi, I'm Jen. I'm a figure painter and an artist, and I graduated art school 4 years ago. And while doom scrolling social media the other day, I had this little thought happen in my head. The thought was, you can make it after art school. So I thought I would start this series where I share one lesson that I learn each week making it as an artist after art school. And at the end, I'm going to share an exercise with you or just a little bit of homework to get you to your next step in making it after art school. I'm new at this, you're new at this, and we're gonna do it together. So lesson number 1 is start where you are, literally. And by that, I mean start with local grassroots marketing in your area. It is really easy to think that social media is the answer to getting discovered, and that in order to succeed, you just need to capture more attention from people you don't already know. In my experience, that is not the truth. It is easy to chase after instant validation, the likes, the follows, the comments, but that's not what truly matters when you are trying to make it as an artist in the world. And even though social media is so attractive to want to do and to go viral and to get all of the attention, it's not the answer. And to prove this, I'm going to ask you one question. When you go on social media, why are you there? For me, it is to avoid the world, to unplug, relax, and avoid my responsibilities before I have to return to the world. So social media can be addictive and attractive. You see yourself getting engagement and it feels like a win. But in reality, if you're going to make it as an artist, you don't need engagement, you need revenue. And where are you going to get sales as an artist? You start with who you know and where you are. For me, every single art sale that I have made comes from someone that I know personally. Someone who hears about me through a friend, at the very least. The place where I find most movement in my art career is by nurturing my current audience or by showing up physically to the area where I already live. So here are some steps that you can take to become more active in your community as an artist. Step number 1 is finding art markets. So for me, this looked like Googling my location and art markets or my location and vendors needed. It also looks like joining Facebook groups. A lot of times there are a lot of Facebook groups for art markets in your area or for things that happen locally. I am based in Columbia, South Carolina, so some of the Facebook groups that I have joined include Living in Columbia, South Carolina, Soda City Connectors, Columbia Art Group, and Columbia, South Carolina Local and Small Business Promotions. Through these Facebook groups, I can find a lot of things that are happening nearby, and then I do some sleuthing to figure out how do I get involved, and I find those vendor applications and I apply. Using this method, I signed up for somewhere around 10 art markets this summer. It can be really scary to get out of your comfort zone and to start showing up, but trust me, it goes so much farther than social media does. When you're on social media, you are fighting for attention. You have less than 3 seconds to hook someone's attention before they scroll on by. And then you have up to 6 seconds to make an impression so that they stay on your page. And just saying that sounds a little impossible. Not only is it easier starting where you are physically because there are less people to compete with, but you have instant access to one factor that is so important when it comes to having people collect your artwork. That factor is trust. People don't collect from people that they don't trust. And who are you going to trust more? Someone who's right in front of you, showing you their artwork, talking to you, they seem like a nice and likable person? Or are you going to trust the ghost behind a keyboard and behind the cell phone screen? I'm gonna go with number 1, I would assume. I also want to stress the importance of nurturing your current following. Showing up on social media is important, yes, but not for the reason that you think it is. You are not trying to cast a huge net to find people that might be interested in your art. If that happens, that's cool, but it shouldn't be the motivating factor. The motivating factor should be nurturing the audience that you already have. And in order to find new people, it should be going to where you are physically. So social media is a place to remind the people that are already in your world, hey, I'm still here, I still make art. And local marketing is to say, hey, you don't know me yet, but I'm pretty cool and I make art. Here's where to find me online. So that you have your online community, but you find people physically where you are locally. At least this is what I have found to be the quicker path to success than trying to fight all these online ways of attention, not to mention that quicker way to gain trust in person than it is online. I find that if you were to only focus online, you would probably get pretty frustrated pretty quickly, just because it has the impression of instant gratification, but it doesn't actually have that. When you get likes and follows, you say to yourself, oh, I'm making it, but it doesn't give you the result that you actually need to succeed, which is more sales in your art business. So the exercise for today is in line with the current topic, which is to sign up for one art market. So if you're watching this video and you're interested in growing your art career the same way that I am, I have one little homework assignment for you, and it's to go into Google and to type in art vendors needed and insert your location area. For me, I looked within a 45-minute radius of where I am currently. If you're having trouble finding an art market near you, you can contact me and I can we can work together and see what's going on and to see if I can help in some way. I do believe that we are stronger as a community and that someone else's success does not take away from your success. If anything, if you see someone succeeding in the area you want to succeed in, that is just further proof that there is an audience for the same things that you want to make. And it's possible for you to do it too. So in the comments you can vote on the next lesson type, whether it's making the work, oh shoot, I spilled coffee, the process behind art and how to push your art farther so that it's more marketable, or making connections, showing your art and making art sales in your career. If you enjoyed this video in any way, make sure that you subscribe and like this video. I also want to make clear that spending any amount of time on this channel is truly a gift to me. I really do consider it a gift, and for that, this humble artist says thank you.